Blue sky, is that a thing? Like words and things and stuff. Never ever. Okay, anyway. Good morning. Yeah. Guess we don't need that word, huh? There we go. At some point I will be ready. Hi everybody, what's happening? As you can probably hear me. I guess I could be talking, but sometimes when I'm talking I will write the words that I am talking about. So I don't want to add the wrong words while I'm writing things. Okay, we made a post. We're online. Yay. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I wish that my concerns in the world were just magic related. Like, magic card stuff is happening. That's what I feel like. There's some of us are like, everything is horrible and we need to do something about this. And then there's everybody who's like, let's just ignore it and let it get worse. Like, I love my pop culture crap. Oh, that is... my fingers were not in the right place. Anyway, what's happening, everybody? I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. Right now, we are adding my trade binder to my list and putting my collection in order so that I can build decks more efficiently. And we're using Moxfield, which I use for everything. I really like Moxfield. I have nothing bad to say about Moxfield. They make my life a crap ton easier. I was about to swear. I'm gonna try not to swear today. I like to save my swear words for special occasions. That's such a weird card. You can definitely kill people with it. Like, I don't have to be the one drawing the cards. I can make somebody else draw all these cards and lose all this life. Enjoy. I don't need cards to win this game. It's like saying I need mana to win this game. So we're also building models because sometimes I like to do that in between to take a little break from the monotonous adding of cards. So we are also building some Death Guard. We are not almost finished. I was going to say we were almost finished last night. I was like, you know what, we're going to finish this, and then that didn't happen, so. Not only did we not finish, we did a horrible job. I think we finished, no, we finished 2 guys last night. I was going to say, okay, that's not complete. I love Saison. Saison's awesome. I love this art for Saison as well. It's probably all the purples. Neon Dynasty is one of my favorites, like color palette wise. They had a lot of really cool colors. I don't remember which arm this was because I did this right before I had to make a phone call and crap, and then my brain went. I don't socialize well. I don't like calling people. I don't like talking to real people about things, mainly because I don't listen. it's, it's not even that I don't want to listen. My brain just doesn't care, so it just is like, nope. And I'm like, okay. My brain says, we don't need this information. Don't trust your brain. Sometimes your brain is a lying liar. A liar, liarsome. My cats are being douchebags today. My neighbor has got housework going on, so I've listened to banging, and not the kind of neighbor banging you want to listen to. Just hammer banging. Hammer banging not as cool as other banging. My streams, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hanging out, basically. Hanging out, doing the things I need to do, or want to do. My partner is at work today, so I don't have anything. I don't have nothing planned. I got back from MagicCon and I was like, oh, I have nothing planned whatsoever. I have some videos planned. I gotta go actually take some pictures and videos today. But I like to start out my day doing this. At least if I get some of my Moxfield list done every time, eventually we'll finish. That's what I tell myself. I don't know. That's probably not true. God, I love you, Saison. You're so cool. I like that he hurts everybody, but he gives you cards. And everybody loves cards. I love cards. Okay, just glue already. For some reason, this glue is not as good as this. The same fucking glue. What happened? Why did the glue get crappy? Tell me what has happened. Is this a foil Saison? It is a foil Saison. Look at you, you beautiful Saison. I bought a lot of Kamigawa. I was so excited to go back to Kamigawa, and I am very excited to go back eventually someday. I want to see what else is going on. That's the thing is, like, we only see small parts of the plains, and I would like to see more. Like, we've been to Innistrad multiple times, and we've never explored different areas. Like, there's a whole entire freaking continent. You're a weird crab demon. Interesting crab demon. I think it's well in Gonti. So, I am building some decks for Avatar. I know we don't have all the cards yet. So I'm just setting aside, I'm building an ally deck. I know that's happening. I'm probably going to build I know I'm building a new monk deck. And then I'm building a deck with lessons with the new Soka. Which I have a good portion of. I have all the lessons at least set aside. There's a Surge foil. Ooh. I'm going to put this in my zombie deck. Shinies. Unless somebody wants the shinies. That's like everything that's on my list is up for grabs while I sit here and do this. See something you want? Let me know. Dun, 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 dun. Doomsday. I used to use Doomsday when I was a kid, and not in a good way. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, this is a silly card. I'm going to use it for things. Everybody hates it. Excellent. Even better. I remember getting Armageddon so many times and all my lands being gone as a kid. Like mass land destruction and nobody talking about their decks were a thing back in the day. Which made for some not very fun games. What are you gonna do? Not much. I've had an interesting Magic career. I think I've played every single format. Even when I don't enjoy them. I get very bored with the monotonous repeating of things in like standard and modern. Like I want my decks to do different things. I want games to be different. I don't want to play the same game over and over and over again. I mean, I understand why they do it in if they enjoy it, more power to them. But like, it is not for me. My brain does not give. I would just quit caring. Then from there, that would just be a mess. Wouldn't be the first time my brain just shuts off, and I'm just like, well, you know what? I don't care anymore. Monday mornings. Continue looking for a job. That's always fun. Life is great. Our city has no jobs. So silly. So poor. So dilapidated. Super easy to live here. Well, that's at least one nice thing. And for the most part, besides being poor, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, being poor is bad. That sucks. But the city isn't that bad. Oh well, what can we do? I mean, there's a lot of things we could do, but we're not going to get into that. We're making magic and doing models. We're not discussing the politics of the world. We can't fix it. The amount of power I have is 0. I am not coming to save anybody. Let's see here. What's the other piece that we need? Not these. I'm just surrounded by sprues everywhere. It's horrible. I hate it. I love it. What am I talking about? Just a little. God forbid the movie Small Soldiers and all the toys come to life and start causing problems. Like, God forbid my Warhammer guys all came to life. That would be really fucked. Okay, we didn't manage to not swear. My bad. What did we make it? Like 10 minutes? I don't even think we made it 10 minutes. Damn it. I don't know. My partner hates swearing, so I quit for a while. And I got good at it. I found new words to call things. Yell at things. Unfortunately, it just came back. I got angry, and I was like, yep, we're swearing again. Sorry, honey. But now she swears, so, yeah. After her stroke, she just lost her sensor to her mouth. And now she just swears at people randomly. Well, not even at people, just usually it's in weird conversations. And then she does it. And then it just gets weird. Let's see here. This goes on here like this. I think this is the cannon piece to the plague belchers, or the plague crawlers. That sounds correct. Trying to do too many things is always a problem. Oh no! I was supposed to put those in there before I glued this. Ah. I don't ever read instructions. I don't like instructions. They're dumb. This goes in here. Okay, cool. Let's just fix this problem right now. Oh my god, does it close? How does it go in here? Does it have to go in here in a certain way? Does it go in the other way? Am I doing this all wrong? Looks like it just goes right there, and then this just goes on top. But it doesn't seem to want to do that. Yeah, right there is where I want you to be. But then this doesn't line up properly then. Question marks. And it's got to be that piece, which is this. And that piece, which is that. Is this piece? Which is also this? Maybe it just needs to be pushed in. I'm just not being forceful enough. Every time I decide to get forceful with a model, I break it. I'm like, I'll make this work, and then, no. Okay, so why is this not clicking in here? That's the issue. So let's figure it out. I didn't build this wrong. I did this all right. How far does the... Oh, because the cannon sticks out, like, ridiculously far. That's stupid. Hey. Grr. And where does all the glue go? This glue is awful. I'm very, very disappointed. This is the Games Workshop glue. The glue that I used to glue the rest of the models. What the heck? Anyway, let's add some cards while I wait for this to glue in my hand. Haunted Crossroads is an interesting card. It's so weird, because you put the top creature card from your graveyard on top of your library, which I don't know how that works. I'll have to actually go look, because I don't know if it actually works that way anymore. It might. Could be. I mean, it's a $5 card. It might do something. I just assume if a card is worth money, it does something somewhere that somebody likes. I don't know what. Imp's Mischief, counterspell. Well, basically a counterspell. As close as we're getting with black. Black really shouldn't have very many ways to counter anything. Maybe change the direction of spells makes sense. Necrotic Sliver is 666. 777 is the mark of the Nurgle. I love Nurgle. I'm all about Nurgle. I heard a song yesterday called Blood for the Blood God. I was pretty excited about it. I was like, did they just say Blood for the Blood God? I was like, oh, they did say Blood for the Blood God. I was like, you know who else wants to give blood to the Blood God? Me. Blood to the Blood God. Doo -doo 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 -doo. I would make it a fun little jingle. Someday I'm gonna have all these in Blood for the Blood God. Hey, Fickle Snowflake, what's going on? I am all for Crone and Blood for the Blood God. And now I have a song, an official song for it. That's like sweet. That's like, I bet they play Warhammer. I was like, I want to be friends with this band. Hey, Sammy, what's going on? I'm just adding cards and still building models. Yes, two very expensive hobbies. The terrible thing is I had to give up other hobbies because I used to collect comic books. I still have 22,000 comic books, which is just stupid. Back in the day when I had a good job, I just went crazy and was like, bought all the things I couldn't buy as a kid. I was like, give me all the thingies. I will say that Warhammer really isn't as expensive as long as you don't go crazy like me and have multiple armies. My friend gave me 2 armies when I was at MagicCon, or 2 battle forces. So I was like, I need to build these so I can get them primed, because painting is my favorite part of everything. I'm probably going to start doing some painting streams as well, because I'm slowly adding my Magic collection so I can actually build my decks faster. Making content and streaming, like, you don't have as much time to do the other things you need to do. I used to collect Legos and toys, and like I have a huge Marvel Legends collection. uh, oh, see, painting is my favorite part. The building is the part that I get angry at. I don't want to get angry at it, but it makes me angry. It's usually just me making myself angry. Like all the problems are just me causing myself more problems. This is from the Phyrexian Arena. Was it the Commander one? Okay, Commander Collection Black. No, it was one of them. Yeah. Yesterday I had to give up building guys on stream because the paint had, or not the paint, the glue had kind of overrun the room. God, I love orcs, and there's so many of them. That's why I like freaking uh, the Death Guard, because if I mess them up, they still look okay. I'm like, yep, yep, I meant to do that. That's supposed to be melting. That's supposed to be goo. I did that on purpose. I'm like, I did not do that on purpose. Uh, I used to have an orc army because I did play years and years and years ago, and I got back into it, and I was like, "Ooh, kill team! I can do this. This is only one team of guys. Excellent. I won't buy anymore after this." And now I have armies, armies upon armies. uh, but part of me does like the ability that I can just go and play any army. I am not doing too bad. It's really hot here again. Like yesterday, it got up to like 85. Like, we're not used to that in the fall. I'm like, I don't like it here. This is awful. uh, Now I'm like, do I go plug my air conditioner back in? Like yesterday, I just dealt with it, and I was like, okay, whatever. I'll I'll just sit here and be extremely hot. Jana, you are good times. The flying in the first strike. Flying wins games. I will just keep continuously saying that. I don't know how many times I've just lost because of flyer, and I had no way to deal with the flyer. It just bopping me. I'm like, quit bopping me. I hate it. That's one of my favorite things about the orcs is just chaos. Like this one time, we had just started an apocalypse game, and we had I think 5,000 points each army, and my leader was a mech boy with a freaking warp cannon, and I was like, I'm gonna start this game out awesomely. I'm gonna fire this at them, and I'm gonna blow them up. That's how we're gonna start this. I fire the cannon, it goes backwards and hits my Stompa and blows my Stompa up. It's like, really? Honestly? I was like, this is stupid. I hate this. That was not the way to start the game at all, was blowing up my Stompa. I was like, well, I didn't get to use that. I guess I shouldn't have spent so much time building it. That's the really disappointing part, when you blow your own stuff up and you don't even get to use the models. You spend all this time building it, painting it, and then you go play and you're like, oh, oops. uh, I've had a lot of fun Warhammer games. My friends used to have an office building that they ran their business out of, and they had an extra spare room, so we had three 6-foot tables on scaffolding, and every Friday we'd meet up to play Warhammer. And we play these huge games. They're like 9-hour games. I wouldn't get home until like 5 or 6 in the morning. It was a time. And we did that every week. Tortured Existence is a really good card. I think they finally reprinted it. Some of these I think are just came from my infect deck. I had a deck that infects, and I don't know. It's a fun way to win every once in a while, and depending on what everybody else is playing. Sometimes I play my infect deck, but my infect deck I usually only play on like charity streams for like predators for change and things. Just because it's so gross, and that's what we're there to do, is play gross Phyrexian decks, so I'm like, okay. So the one time I get to play this a year, well, usually like 2 or 3 times, depending on how many times they have events. Fatal Push. Let me tell you, I bought a lot of Aether Revolt. I was all about Masterpiece cards. And I could not pull... I could pull a Masterpiece. I pulled, I think, 2 or 3 Masterpieces before I finally pulled a Fatal Push out of a pack. I was like, how? How does that happen? That doesn't make any sense. But there are definitely rarity levels to commons and uncommons. Some you will see less. It definitely is a thing. They might say it's not a thing, but after playing Magic for 30 years, like, I've seen things. Magic art, you're so great. One of the things I always wanted to do was to go to a Magic, like, museum gallery that just had all Magic art. And, like, 3 years ago in Philly, at the MagicCon Philly, they had a special museum. We got to walk around with wine and sit there and look at all this original Magic artwork that people had sent in for to display. And there were sketches from artists. There were full-on paintings that I can't imagine how much they were. And I just sat there walking around like I was a fancy person. I was like, look at me in my fancy glass as I sit here and I look at these things. I think that's what rich people sound like. Look at me, look at all the things. I have all the things. Let's see here. It is definitely gross in here. I had a squirrel deck. It was Chatterfang. Then it became Hazel and Camilla. And it just kind of bounced back and forth, and I could put Chatterfang in as the commander if I wanted to. But it just, I don't know, squirrels just do squirrel things. So I took it apart. Like every once in a while I build decks and I'm just like, yeah, this is not fulfilling me. I'm gonna take this apart. Okay, I hate, why can't they just have the arm have all the pieces on it already, so I don't have to go and glue an arm on here? It's dumb. It's 3? Also, Games Workshop sprues, like, there's no logic to where the numbers are. It's so stupid. I'm like, okay, 3? Oh, yeah, it's over here with the 90s. That makes sense. That makes lots of sense. I'm like, it doesn't make lots of sense. That was dumb. Is this guy the guy who's supposed to be holding the bell? Oh, God, dude, you're supposed to be holding the bell like this. Whoa, like, look at this. I got a bell, is what you're saying. Now I gotta go re-glue this. This is what I hate building models. That's like all my friends that do 40K. Like we have a Discord where we sit there and talk about our stuff, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it's horrible. Like, yeah, I'm just digitalizing all of them, putting them over here. I play a lot of Commander, but I like to play like chaos formats of things. Usually on my streams, we do like Plane Chase, an Arch Enemy, and stuff like that. I love just making games into chaos. Yeah, I had modified Plane Chase and Arch Enemy back before we actually had reprints of those things, and So I still use some of my special rules because I feel like they make more sense and make for funner commander games. Normal 60 card formats, though, I do enjoy modern the most. I don't know, Legacy is just too much power, and you need a lot of that power to stick or just keep up. And Popper, I really enjoy too. Popper and that are good times. Yeah, I'm basically just using this to, like, I keep all my decks on here as well whenever I post them from streams or from cons, or so I usually build a commander deck for whatever cosplay I'm doing at MagicCon, so or whatever puppet we've built. So I spelled iridescent wrong, or did I spell vinyl? Is it vine lasher? what what word is wrong here? Oh, there's not an S. That's why. I hate it when a word looks right and you're like, what letter is missing out of here? Something? Yeah, I don't know. The ad break, probably. I'll just talk again. I'll just keep on talking. Huh. Interesting, little man. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature deals plus or 1 damage to target opponent. If I did it to all the opponents, I would probably be more excited. When I'm just targeting one person, at least when I'm targeting everybody, it makes everybody angry instead of just that one person. Okay, we just don't want to put an S in here. Like, that's not how you spell this word. It is how you spell this word, because it's not going to come up if you don't spell it right. Let's see here. Burp. Oh, hacking. You have 2 O's. Hopefully, we finish some more Plague Marines today. That is the plan. I would like to get my priming done, and then we can actually start painting this week. The thing is, I have the other half of the army is like halfway painted, because I wasn't planning on having more Death Guard. This thing is pretty silly. I love my theme decks. Hey everybody, welcome back. So, I don't know if I was talking during the break. I like Commander. That's probably my favorite format, even though I like to play like chaos formats of Commander. I like my chats where people can do things and influence the games. I like plane chase. I do a lot of plane chase. I proclaim myself the queen of plane chase. And like to say that I am the reason why plane chase is back. I also like Arch Enemy. I've made a lot of weird rules and things. We do ungames every once in a while where we play ungames that are my best jank deck. My best janky deck. Probably one of the decks I built while I was smoking. Every once in a while I wake up and I'm like, where did this deck come from? Did I build this deck? I have a lot of decks. I'm sitting here thinking. I've been going through all my decks. I have a snow deck that is super janky that uses a lot of bad cards, but it still wins. That's like even my most janky deck has some kind of synergy to it. So like it usually does the thing. So I would say Isu. Isu is the abominable snowman from one of the Jumpstart decks, but they care about snow permanents coming in, and everything in the deck is a snow permanent, so it triggers her every time. So even though I'm using really bad cards from like Ice Age and stuff, they're usually pretty good. Like, I've been told by an important Magic person that that's the most dangerous thing about me is I can play any kind of deck. And that even though my decks use a lot of bad cards, all my cards synergize with each other. So it suddenly makes bad cards actually good. I miss Mr. B's Chaos. That's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, we should definitely get one. It's been too long, and with Mr. B gone, we don't have anybody doing any Chaos games, so... And also, thank you for the follow, Snowflake. I appreciate that. I've got like 3 or 4 windows open, so every once in a while I do not see things. Also, I'm doing like 10 different things. I like to multitask, but we should definitely get a game together. Let me find out if Tom is coming this week. Because when it starts snowing and stuff, we're probably actually on Thursdays going to do online games. So we'll be hosting games again with 4 people instead of just the 2 of us on Thursdays. So I'll definitely get you in. Just plan on a Thursday. Like, with him living an hour away, I don't want him driving in the snow. Because like, I don't get bad snow here. Like, it just goes over top of the lake. But, like, Tom is in the area where the snow lands. So Tom is getting all my snow, which is great. It's great for me. Yes, I will make sure I let you know. And then when the post office is done being a jerk to you, I will send you something randomly to celebrate. 255. I need to rebuild my Liliana deck. I had a Liliana deck. I sat a bunch of Liliana cards aside. I was like, okay, anything that has Liliana. Oh my god, this is a really pretty Day of Judgment. I don't even know what I have, Abby. This is the other reason we're doing this. Look how pretty this is. And that's a foil. I don't know. I love that they're getting Japanese artists to do like special cards and stuff here. I'm surprised it took that long for that to happen. Like, there's so many of us that grew up on anime and manga. So, I'm glad to see it. I know some people don't care, but then don't collect those cards. I don't know. Trade them away. It is a trading card game. If you don't like the cards that you open, trade them away. Actually, you know what? I'll also see what he's working this week, because we can always do it on a different day, too. I don't have I have videos I need to record for content that I have to make, and... Oh, this Yojimbo. Ugh. Ugh. That art. Final Fantasy and Magic makes sense to me. Like, there are certain properties, even Doctor Who worked out in Magic well. Like, if we can make Doctor Who work in the Magic universe and feel okay, it's great. For some reason, superheroes, which are one of my favorite things in the world, just feel off, and I hate it. I hate the feeling that it's off. Like, I love comic books. I was super excited about Spider-Man, and then I was just like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just that there's just so many freaking spiders. Like, everybody's a spider? I hate this. Maybe I'm just upset that Spider-Woman sucks. She doesn't even suck. She's a good guard. Star Trek is interesting for the fact that there is no kind of fantasy magic to it. It's science. So I'm just like, basically all the cards' colors wouldn't be because of mana, or it would be because of their actions. So that should be interesting. Like, I can finally talk about it, because I've known about it for a while. I was like, oh, yay, another thing I can talk about. But, like, I've seen some stuff. I assumed that it was because I don't usually know the schedule of things. I just have information from doing things. And I was like, huh. I was like, we're obviously getting something that spaceships are going to be a big thing. And I mean, I imagine vehicles will be a big thing in the Star Trek set, or at least be one of the mechanics, just because you're going to have so many starships. So I'm interested. I want a cue card, and I think it's all the Star Treks. So I don't know. I feel like I wish some of these bigger universes, because Star Trek has a humongous universe. Like that's Star Trek, I was super into as well. I'm into everything apparently, every hobby. If it was a pop culture fantasy thing, apparently it was something I did as a kid. So like Star Trek, I grew up on Next Generation. I used to watch just the original Star Trek on Sci-Fi Channel because I used to replay that all the time back when the Sci-Fi Channel was cool. Even though the Sci-Fi Channel does have some good shows on it. And then Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine was my favorite Star Trek. So I'm like, well, that's obviously going to be they have to have Deep Space Nine or the actual ship, not ship. I guess it's a outpost. So I wonder if we will get land. I see. Like, would Deep Space Nine be a land? Like, or would it be a vehicle? I don't know. I have so many questions. But I don't know. I feel like Star Wars, which they couldn't do because it's got a card game right now, would have been a better fit. Just because Star Wars is much more fantasy related. The Force is kind of like drawing mana from things, so that I could see working out much better. But you know what? They made Doctor Who work, and Doctor Who has a lot of crazy science and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I am excited about it because I mean I grew up on Star Trek, so I'm just like, oh, I know all these characters. Excellent. Oh, are you not in my audio? Ah. Just like, I'm like, am I spelling right? Probably not. Burp. Huzzah! I'm terrible at typing, Abby. Let alone typing Moxfield and typing over here and then gluing guys. I don't know what's happening. Stuff is happening. Uh, how did my Final Fantasy cards end up in this box? See, this is a lot of times I'm like, oh no, I got to clean up for my stream. I gotta move everything, and then I'm just like, blah, throwing stuff. I'll throw this in this box, and I'll throw this in this box, and then later I'm like, why is this in this box? The problems of Magic players. Not important at all. Ghostly Prison. I love Ghostly Prison. I love stacks. I don't care what anybody says. I will stacks people all day. Actually, I will stacks people to the point where I win the game. this Eternal Masters? Is this card number 2? Oh, it's on the list. Okay. I do like that they are, like, a lot of times Magic Online has special arts for cards, and they've been printing them in the mystery boosters. So that makes me happy. And they've been printing some of the arena cards, and unfortunately, those are really super expensive, and they're like 1 per box. If you get any, like, I love mystery booster boxes. I wish they would just make a LGS version of mystery booster boxes, and then use them for drafts and things, and sell them. It would be good for the community. It would be good, like, drafting and stuff. I feel like that would be a good idea. Like, don't you want more people to play your game? That makes sense to me. Sometimes things make sense to me. I swear, I know what I'm doing, wizards. Let me just be in charge of things. Let me be in charge of everything. I'll just go from department to department, and I will tell people what to do. And then everything will be okay. Or everything will be on fire. One of those 2 things. I can't promise which one. Oh, this guy is so cool. He's got 2 swords. That's how you know you're super cool, when you have 2 swords. Much cooler than 1 sword. I just love all the details on the Plague Marines. I'm gonna have to do some trimming on these guys, because I kinda... Why is this just not going into this hole? I know this is where this goes. Like, you made a little notch for it to go in, and for some reason it still doesn't want to glue properly. I don't know, maybe I'm just having glue problems. Maybe I'm the problem with the glue. Maybe this is all my fault. Like, is this sword supposed to be up here? Well, that's where it's going now. I just want you to put your arm on, dude. You need your arm for things like waving this sword around. Maybe we just move it over here. How about that? Is it supposed to be back really far like that? Well, that's dumb. I don't like this. Oh, that is where it's supposed to be, like way over there. Okay. Sure thing. If that's what they want, that's what they get. Okay. We gotta cut that off of there. And then we gotta cut these off. I swear, I will at least finish the tanks today. I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was gonna do custom bases for everybody too. Ugh. And that's gonna take me all day if I do that. But I'm like, you know what? I gotta wait until I can get some freaking felt for puppets. I have a Fleam that I have a body for. He has his body, but he does not have his skin. I gotta do his teeth. I gotta figure out what kind of eyes I'm doing. I want him to be cute. I will probably... I don't know where I'm gonna bring him. I don't know what my next event is. I mean, I know Vegas, but Vegas isn't until May. I mean, if I'm still here. If I'm still in the country, I will come and go to Vegas. If not, I'll go to Amsterdam, because I will not be in here. I really want to go to Amsterdam. It's on my list of places to go. But there's also a whole bunch of things I want to do in Amsterdam, so I'm just like, ugh. If I go, I would want to do the things I want to do. And also do MagicCon, which is, yeah, that would be the problem. Is finding the time to do all the things. And then finding the money to stay there for longer to go do the things. And I would most likely like to stop in the UK to see my friends there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. up in the air right now. Everything's up in the air. I wanted to do packs. I probably can still get a badge for packs, as I usually get one for my media badge to do content. But I don't. Oh, is that gonna? Is that where this is gonna be? I'll just make sure that I'm gluing this in the right spot. Make sure this is actually correct. Don't want to completely mess it up. This Giver of Ruins is really pretty. I love the Future Sight border. It's freaking gorgeous. I wish that was the official border. It's the future now. We got there. Future Sight. It's the future. You know what? I need to drink some water. I'm just sitting here sniffing glue fumes and doing magic stuff. I don't want. Oh, that Skyclave apparition is beautiful. That's a game day promo? I'm gonna have to find that. I can change that out in my spirit deck. That artwork is beautiful. I have a white border one. It is not as beautiful. It is okay. Oh, Suture Priest, you beautiful, beautiful Phyrexian thingamajigger. You do horrible things, and I love you. I love you for it. It's crazy that it's a comic card. It's like $4. Path to Exile. This is the fancy Path to Exile, though. Burp. I think it was in the Mystery Boosters. Yeah. Oh no, this is a different one. Oh, this is just Exile. Oh no, this is, yeah. My bad. I need just Exile. There we go. I mean, it does its thing. I like exiling things. I like that they don't come back. I don't have to deal with them later. I don't know, for some reason the Day of Judgment looks really good with the white border. It might just be all the white in the picture. It kind of just blends in and kind of makes it look like it's a full art card. Hushbringer is a really good card. I don't ever see Hushbringer. I wish if Hushbringer had Flash, I would use it in. Can I use that in Jetmir? I feel like I can. I love Jetmir so much. That's my favorite CEDH deck. Just because it's dumb. I like dumbness. I like winning in ways that you're not supposed to win. I don't know. Winning with combat damage and CEDH is fun. They're trying to combo off. I get rid of their combo or make it so they can't play, and then I just play Magic. They whine. They say, I don't know what these cards do. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm killing you. Enjoy, you silly gooses. Dun, dun, dun. Mother of Ruins, you have been good for many a year. I think I have a stack of Mother of Ruins. Oh, my water is not cold anymore. Okay, we're just gonna let this sit for a little bit. We'll try not to break it. I was excited when they redid all the dragons. They had redone them all in Iconic Masters, I think, and they all got new artwork. I have a playmat of this. That was the HasCon playmat, was this Yosai. I don't know. I am a big fan of Japanese culture, and I mean, I lived in Japan for 3 years, and I miss it. It was one of my favorite places to live. Did a lot of weird stuff there. I was a model there for a couple of years. It was just ridiculous. Every time I say it, I'm like, that just sounds ridiculous. Stop saying ridiculous things. But I was a catalog model slash commercial model. I don't know. I did a lot of did commercials and I did catalogs because apparently, like American children, what they wanted for their catalogs. I don't know. Because I worked with a bunch of other kids that were from base, and that's where they found me. I don't know. I was in a Burger King. uh, Sometimes I sit there and I look back at my life and I say things and I'm just like, that sounds ridiculous. That can't possibly be something that happened. And I'm like, yeah, it is something that happened. I was like, that is dumb. I was eating a chicken sandwich. I remember this much because they came over and asked if they could take a picture of me, these two ladies at a Burger King. And then, well, they had to ask my parents, and my parents were like, sure. They had explained that they were from like a modeling thing. And they came over to get a picture of me so they could show it and see whether or not they wanted to hire me. So whoever was in charge. And they were like, hey, your parents said we could take a picture of you, which is super weird. And then I was like, I'm finishing this chicken sandwich. So they sat there and waited for me to finish the chicken sandwich. They were like, this bitch, she's a model. I have such fun stories that I tell on here that nobody gets to hear. I've lived an interesting life. I've done some silly things. I had some really weird photo shoots. Like, a lot of the clothes, I don't know who they were selling these clothes to. I'm like, this is weird. I would never wear this. One time I was wearing like 30 pairs of suspenders. I don't understand what's happening here. Is somebody buying this? Is somebody wearing all of these? This is insane. That is a foil. Apparently I just had the other half, or the other side up. I had just done her. Yeah. What other weird jobs have I had? I worked for the military for a little while. That was weird, as I was very underage. I was like 16. I was working as a civilian. I was very good at my job. I had started out as a Red Cross person at the hospital on our base, and then I was so good at my job, they were like, hey, you want to work here? I was like, sure. I like money, I'm already here. I was forced to join the Red Cross so I could interact with human beings. That was... My parents didn't like that I didn't have friends and I didn't do things, so to interact with humanity and know how to do things, they sent me out into the world. All those poor people. I feel bad for them. Let's see here. Let's click this. Every time I click this, I just end up with dumb things. So you know what? We're not doing that. I don't want to listen to this. Nothing is on my radar. I will punch you, robot man. I will destroy you, robot man. I don't like being told things by robots. Even though robots, please take over the world. I will join you. I will gladly join the robot army. If you'll have me, robots, let me know. I would definitely give up my humanity to become a cyborg. Get some cool weapons, lasers, and knife hands. I love cyberpunk. I was a big fan of cyberpunk stuff when I was a kid. There wasn't a lot of stuff to, like, we had like Deus Ex Machina there, and a couple different games and stuff. But there was Shadowrun. There were certain things that were, wow, you really spelled graveyard greatly. Forgot a lot of words or letters. That's a foil. No. My lighting during the day makes it really hard to tell if something's a foil at the angle that they're at. I have to like turn it at an angle to see whether or not. Where did you go? No, it's not the double feature one. It's just a normal one. It added the right one. Even though I didn't put it as a foil. I just told you about the foil problem, and then I just did it. That sounds about right. I really like Strixhaven spells, or like the spell book thing that they did. That was a good way to start reprinting things, especially with as many new players as we have now. Like, those new players are not, they don't have access to all the cards. Like, especially, like, I don't have an LGS, so there's obviously lots of other people who can't get to purchase Magic cards. Like, we shouldn't have to purchase from the big name sellers if we don't want to. I don't know. But then otherwise you don't know whether or not you're getting your stuff. That's why I just trade with people that I know. I've met plenty of people playing over the last couple of years streaming, so like I have people to trade with. This guy is an assassin. Interesting. It's interesting. He does weird stuff. I have to keep putting aside allies and lesson cards, because those are two decks I'm building. Hi! Avison is here. Hey, baby girl. What's up? She's like, I'm grumpy. You're always grumpy, though. You're a grumpy little... You're a little grumpy gal. You're always grumpy. Yeah, well, we'll just add cards and talk until commercial starts. We're almost done with this pile. Hi, baby girl. She's just down here, like, meow. Pay attention to me. She doesn't like to sit on laps, though. She doesn't jump up on stuff very often. No. Yeah, you're so silly, though. Every time I pet you, you pet her in one certain spot, she just starts licking, and she'll just keep licking in the same spot over and over again while you're doing it. Cats are weird. I love them. They're silly. If you didn't know that, I am a crazy cat lady. I love my cats. Yeah, you're so silly. What am I gonna do with you? You're so silly. I love you. Yeah. You're such a silly little gal. The Raven Man. What? I would sing a lot on here if I was allowed to. Piggies help themselves. I love Nine Inch Nails. It is my thing. Nine Inch Nails makes sense to me. It's weird music-wise, like, I like my industrial beats and things. It helps me not think about things. It shuts off my brain. Mainly because I think my brain is just memorizing all the music. I can hear a song like one time and know most of the song and how it goes. Oh, my little baby girl. It's my Sabby. We got an ad. Sabby, I got an Avison. She's just sitting down here being beautiful. You are so sheddy, little one. My God. That was a lot of fur that just came off of you. She's so cute. Yeah, I'm sorry, baby girl. Okay, we're gonna have to get a new stack of cards. The nice thing is the more I get done, the less I have to do. Haunting Voyage is a fantastic foretell card, and nobody ever uses it. Like, everybody's like, oh, you're doing a delayed blast fireball. I'm like, yes, yes I am. I'm not gonna bring all my creatures back and stomp you. Cut the Prophet of the Prophets is, the art on it is so weird. I like cutting this guy into pieces of gold. It reminds me there was a Tom Petty song, music video back in the 80s that had Alice in Wonderland, and they were cutting her into pieces like a cake, and that's what this reminds me of. Oh, hey, Champion of Lost Souls. Apparently, he was like, I'm jumping ship. I don't want to be in your stack of cards. I love you, Abby. She keeps yelling at me. Yeah, you just keep yelling. I'm gonna go get my phone real quick. You're so silly. Yeah, I love you, baby girl. Burp. Okay, we finished a stack. Pretty excited about that. Let's see what this guy needs. We need 15? Oh my god. 15 and 27 and 26. How are you gonna keep her? Last night, oh my god, Avison, you were being a jerk last night. I love you so much. I love you. I don't like it when you hurt me, though. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my phone real quick. Yeah, wanna go grab my phone with me? I just wish you would let me pick you up. I would carry you. I would carry you around like a little fancy lady. You don't want me? Let me cut. Let me just carry you around like a little fancy gal. Oh my god, we are gonna finish this. I believe in me. I don't believe in me. Abby, that hurts. Please don't do that. I love you. Please don't hurt me, baby girl. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be hurt. I love you, though. Because it was charging and I didn't have it. I have a bunch of people I need to thank still. The squish is so squishy. The squish is so squishy. Everybody loves the squish. I got my phone now. Woohoo! I'm back, Abby. Pew pew pew! I'm back. I don't know if this is what I need. I don't need this one yet. I always have to make sure that my nightie, I'm not flashing people. But you know what? I want to be comfortable, so I don't fucking care. I'm not changing when I don't have to. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, let's get another stack of cards. I had to go grab my phone. I apologize. We moved our bedroom upstairs for now while we wait for our new mattress to come in, and my we have no outlets in good places, so I didn't have a place to charge my phone last night. This is gonna suck. Do I have to hold this for so long? I don't want to hold this anymore. Hi, baby girl. Avison, I swear I know what I'm doing. Avison's like, you have no clue what you're doing. She's like, you're bad at this, mama. I am bad at this. I am bad at this. You don't need these glue fumes, baby girl. The song by Crosses is, ugh. I love the sound. Ugh. I was an emo kid, but also like a goth kid. I don't know. I was a mixture of whatever I was enjoying at the time. 9 Inch Nails was always just the basis of everything. These bells just do not want to glue. Why can everything not just glue? Just stay. Oh, Abby. You're so silly. Okay, let's... It's so haunting sounding. I don't know. I love my horror and my... I would have been an evil Disney princess. I did evil versions of all the Disney princesses one time. I have a whole bunch of weird stories, things I was writing and stuff, and I never had anybody to bounce the ideas off of, and I always, like, whatever I'm doing sucks, is what I always assume. Like, I don't know if anybody likes my puppets. Maybe. I don't know. Nobody tells me whether or not they like my puppets or not, or my costume. So I just do everything for myself. And I think that's the most important part, because there's a lot of people who just do stuff because they want stuff and they want to be in everything, and it's not for me. I am here to make friends and play Magic with people and games with people, because that's one of my favorite things. Is we all meet through Magic, and then we're like, hey, I also play this game. I'm like, cool, and then we play together, and then we make friends. Like, that's what I want to do. I find the fake exciting kind of thing just tiresome. Like I absolutely love the things that I do. Like, they're my favorite things in the world. I can tell you anything about Magic. After 30 years of reading magazines and being friends with some of the people. It's so weird. I'm friends with people who I never thought I would even meet in like the Magic community, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, I don't want to ever not be grateful, because I feel like that is a thing. Is this from Wilds of Eldraine? No. Oh, it is from Wilds of Eldraine. Okay. It's a good card. Why is Obalo's Awakening banned? I found that out yesterday when I went on Magic Arena. I was like, why are you banned? What did you do? They really need to get their shit together with like the 60 card formats. They need somebody who knows what's going on, be in the tournament scene, and lead the future league to find what problems the cards might cause later on. This is a really good card, War of the Last Alliance, for legendary decks. 30? Burp. Burp. Really? It's a $5 card. See, I know nothing that goes on. I used to watch, I have one Magic show that I do watch that tells me what things are going up and down money-wise. Sometimes that's just out of the background. Something I kind of watch while I'm doing other things. I'm always doing other things, though. Like, the only time I'm not when I have to use both my hands for something. And I can't bounce back and forth. Usually video games and painting. Painting, I usually have my hands caught up doing stuff. I'm really sad that I didn't get to see Birthday Massacre again. Even though I probably had the best show from them that I'll ever have, that I probably should just never go again. Like, no experience is going to match that experience, so I'm just like... Sometimes I'm like, do I ruin that experience by having a bad experience? Or not an exciting experience? Like, I got to talk to my friends. I hadn't talked to them in years, and Rainbow gave me their guitar pick. I was so excited. They came over and told me that they were proud of me for being myself, and that they missed me, and it was great to see me. I used to wear a specific coat I have this awesome purple coat that I used to fit in, and that was how we originally met, because they were like, that's an awesome fucking coat, like, it's the colors of their band, and it's got kind of jokery. You gonna jump up there? Yeah, you can go up there. That can be your tree. You can climb, baby girl. I know you're afraid. She is very large. Sometimes she gets scared about jumping. And it makes me sad. Like, I want her to be able to jump and do things. That's why I like to chase her and make her play. I secretly exercise her. That way she doesn't know I'm tricking her. I love my little butterball. She's shaped like a basketball. I really like Werefox Bodyguard. It flashes in, steals something off the battlefield, as long as it's a non-fox. Which most likely you're not fighting other foxes. And then, yeah. It basically stays on them or you keep them locked up until they leave. And you can sacrifice the bodyguard and you gain 2 life and they'll get their stuff back, but could keep you alive. I've never had to use that part of the ability. Of course, if you're playing me, make sure I'm not using a fox tag. There's not enough good foxes yet. I need more. We need to go back to Kamigawa so I can get some more foxes. I need a new light paws, please. Good little light paws. So cute. Hope everybody's having a good day. I don't even know what time it is. This is such a weird freaking song, and it was stuck in my freaking head last night. And I was like, I hate it, but my brain also loves it. I was like, I heard this song once, and I was like, I hate that I could just, my brain records music, apparently. And then the more I hear a song, I just can start taking apart what's playing instrument wise. Yeah, you're so cute. You love your nose scratched. I forgot about that. I don't get to pet you very often because you're always running away from me. Even though last night you kept hitting me in the face. Oh my god. Like right in the face with her claws. I was like, what the hell is happening? I woke up out of nowhere. I was like, ah. I was like, why did you do that, crazy little cat? That's what she does when she gets super excited and wants you to pet her. Or she'll just like try to be like, hey, hey, pay attention to me, but she uses all of her claws when she does it. Like, this batch of cats was defective. You were defective. Yeah, your mama was a stray. And we had your mama for one day to clean her up, and then she had babies. We're like, wait a second, is she pregnant? Luckily, we got her off the street right before she had the babies. We adopted off a couple of them, but some of them they did not. And even though I was like, I'm keeping these two. The two weird white ones. And the funny thing is, they're not white anymore. I was like, ooh, I don't have this kind of cat. And then now they're white and stripy and Siamese looking now. I was like, oh. I was like, they're different than how they started out. Like we have our picture frame that shows cat pictures basically, and it has kitten pictures of them, and they're just bright white. I was like, what? Oh my god, what a mystic, you weirdo. Now this song is going to be stuck in my head all day. God damn it. It's going to be great. I will say that my industrial beats do work well for my Warhammer building. It's like, yeah. What am I supposed to... Player Guidance hasn't been reprinted at all. It's really good. It's a dual tutor. That's interesting. I think I had it in Light Paws. I have a suite of cards that I should just put into sleeves and use them as a modular deck. Eidolon of Countless Battles. One of my favorite arts from the original Theros. I love Theros. I love all like the mythology worlds that we go to. Like, I just want to go back to Amonkhet, and I want to in Kaldheim. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them I want to go back to. Apparently, that's the only thing that Universe Beyond gets in the way of me going back to places, and that's the only reason I. Otherwise, I love Universes Beyond. Just give us 2 more sets, 2 more magic sets. We have 9 sets a year. Let's just have a set every month. How about that? My dumb ass would try to keep up with it. This is the first year I've actually fallen behind, and I didn't get all the commander decks. I couldn't afford Magic, which really sucks because it's my favorite thing in the world. Of course, I guess you quit playing Warhammer, right? I don't want to choose one. I already got rid of my other hobbies. I don't want to get rid of more hobbies. I was like, I'm keeping these two hobbies. I was like I still love Legos. Every once in a while I do buy a Lego set, and I'm like, I'm gonna build this, and then I don't. So I should just do streams where I build my Legos as well, so I can do all these things. Apparently, that's what I have to do. Is I have to stream whatever I'm doing so I can do it. So I will do it. Otherwise, I'm usually just cleaning and taking care of the house. Or looking for a job. That's always fun. I don't have a lot of job skills, and I'm partially disabled. Like, not even partially. I make it like halfway through the day, and I just don't want to make it through the rest of the day. The unfortunate part of being in pain every second. Luckily, I just turn it into happiness. I'm like, I'm just gonna be excited and happy. Look at me. Woo! You know what? Tron comes out this week. I'm excited. I'm gonna go see Nine Inch Nails. I'm going to the IMAX, so I can listen to Nine Inch Nails on the IMAX. Like, I don't even. I like the Tron movies. I like the aesthetic of it all. I hate Jared Leto. He's just dumb. I don't know. He thinks he's edgy and cool, and then he tries to be, and I'm just like, I want to punch you, dude. That's right, I have beef with Jared Leto. Come play Magic with me. I don't know. I've never played Magic with a celebrity before. It's on my list of things. I don't even care who it is. Even though, if it was Seth Rogen, it would be pretty fucking cool, dude. Hey, you know what? Wizards, you should fly me to New York Comic Con, and I'll run around with an Appa puppet and pass out magic promos. How about that? See, that's a brilliant idea. Nine Inch Nails, you are just glorious. I've listened to the Tron soundtrack a couple of times now. It makes me happy. I am so excited about Avatar. Sorry, I'm very excited about it. I've got some cool things I've got planned for. Excited to see what else I can do. Let's see here. Let's bring this back up. So, Hero of Bladehold, interestingly. Man, I want a Phyrexia art book. Urgh. I need to make a post about art books again. I feel like we have a lot of new players that probably don't know that we had art books or for different planes, and we put a lot of prototype art or like sketches and stuff of different characters, and they would talk about the different characters and about the world building inside these art books. They're fantastic, and I don't know if they just weren't selling. I don't know. They made like 7 or 8 of them. I don't. I think I'm missing one. I don't know. Anyway, Hero of Bladehold is actually Revar. She's Phyrexia, March of the Machine. She has a weird ability I was talking about yesterday, but that's who this is. Or it's a nod to her. Her legendary is. It was a really good card during that standard. Like, that was one of the points where I was playing standard. I think that was probably before I started playing Commander at all. The funny thing about Commander is I was just collecting Magic at that point in time. When I didn't have people to play with, I just continued collecting. Because I just like Magic cards, and I like the art and building decks. So I was just still building decks and whatnot when I wasn't playing, and that was one of the points where I wasn't actually playing, when I was still buying packs. Or just random cards. I was like, this art is cool. Sometimes that's how I make my decisions. I'm like, this is cool art. Cool. This is my new card. Jasper's. I gotta find. That's not Jasper's art, but I need to go. I didn't have him sign anything when I met them. I met them in a hotel. I got to play Magic with them, and I was like, I'm not gonna ask them to sign anything. I got to play with Evan Wong, and I got to play Fong. God, dude, Lord. Just throwing Magic cards at myself. And it was wonderful. I'm glad I stayed an extra day and just hung out in the hotel. We were like, we don't gotta be at the airport until the end of the day. We'll just stay in the hotel and lobby until then. And then Evan was like, hey, is any of you nerds still here to play Magic? I was like, yes. I was like, Magic art is just fucking rock stars. This band is very catchy. Path to Exile. Claim Jumper. I bought you for a reason. Why did I buy you? I feel like it was for Yuma? That sounds right. Could be. Oh, what did you write? I went through so many time periods where my friends would play for like a couple years and then they would drop out, and we had a play group where we get to. Oops, I'm reading. I was ready to get the chat. Like, we used to get together every Wednesday, and then I think it changed to Tuesdays. I don't remember, but anyway, we would get together and play Magic. We play HeroClix, Rock Band. We just played a lot of random things. Kitty. And I miss that. I miss seeing friends and doing things with people, and like, we have no play group here. I think our play group is getting back together though, because I can't say, because I don't know if anybody's supposed to know. So, but anyway, a friend might be returning, and we're bringing back Commander nights because we all see each other like once a year. We saw a couple of our friends that we used to play on Friday nights every week at Commander Sealed. And they were like, we really miss you guys and we want to play again. I was like, well, let's get games together because I don't care if I have to drive to go see my friends. Oh my god, I hate these sleeves. They're foil on the outside, so I can't tell if the card is foil. I should only put foils in them, but I'm dumb. You're so silly, Tiny One. Tiny One's just sitting up here watching me. No cats have come on the screen. I need another camera for a cat view so I can have it on the cat tower, because that's usually where they're hanging out. I love my little ones. Most of the time, like, Barbie comes in here to see what's going on, but she's probably outside. She spends most of the day outside. This Exalted Angel is beautiful. Really sucks. These Phyrexia sleeves are really freaking cool, and they're shitty. Mine ripped, so now I gotta switch my deck completely out. I'm like, really? Like, it was so cool. That art's great. Which one is this? Man, this foil is foily. This foil extra foily. These boxes are just completely out of order. Tiny One, what are you doing up there? You're just smacking around Warhammer stuff? You're so silly. When I was younger, I would have probably got pretty mad at my cats for doing some of the things they do. Now I was just laughing. I'm like, you're funny. This thing is an equipment rhino. Should I make a rhino energy deck? Is that a thing? Base it all around this one card. Wouldn't be the first time. Should make sure none of these are the same card, so I don't have to type in things multiple times. It's terrible. I can just I basically know what I have, but being able to have it in order is just like the main goal. Like after I finish the stacks, I go and put them in by color. Will I put them in alphabetical order? Maybe someday. That's the dream, but let's not get crazy. Tiny One, you're so cute. I love you. You know, Tiny One, I saw that there were 2 of those, and I still didn't put 2. I'm never gonna finish adding all my cards. Why did I buy this? I feel like I bought this card for something Into the Trenches. I wish I could flash it in. Interestingly enough, you could just keep stealing people's shit. Oh, you can only do it once. Okay. Okay. You got me. They're like, you can't be trusted with this. You're going to do bad things. I really liked Bloomburrow, and it's like so expensive. I want to open more packs. I want to draft it. I didn't get to draft it either. I don't know. I like the art. It's an interesting set. I'm glad we finally had like an animal world. I'm glad that people are more like back when I used to play Magic. One of the things they said is they can't have worlds without humans because we identify with the humans. I'm like, no. Well, like I'd be a minotaur. I'll smash through things with my giant horn. I just want 1 horn. I don't want 2 horns. That's too many horns. Anyway, I almost have one guy done. pretty excited about it. We might do this. I'm so proud of myself. I love that their grenades are just human heads that are attached to spikes. Because, you know, that's how things work. I love a Warhammer is just so over the top, ridiculous. I'm like, this is ridiculous, and I love it. Okay, we're gonna put this other shoulder pad on, and then we're gonna be like, this is done. Maybe we're not gonna put this other shoulder pad on. Is your hand glued on here? Why is everything, like, just feels crappy? Like it didn't glue properly. Is your arm not glued on all the way either? What the F? Apparently, I just need to soak this in glue. Just like take all this glue and stick. I'm done with this. Here's a shit ton of glue. Enjoy. Glue. Oh my god, put your arm back on. You need that for things. Like, on your body. I hate gluing things. It's stupid. Hi, tiny one. Tiny one's like, I love gluing things. I hate gluing things. I'm anti-glue. That's right, I also have beef with the glue market. Jared Leto and the glue market. I am very upset about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, that just sits in there. Do they want me to glue it? Part of me doesn't want to glue it, because then I can pull it out. I think that's what's happening. Oh, that's a piece that I threw in there. Oh yeah, that just sits right in there. We almost finished the tank. It's not falling apart? That's pretty cool. I think we're almost done. Yeah, we'll do those guns on that one and do the other guns on this one then. If odd for me, the best things in life aren't for free. We are going to do special custom bases for all the Plague Marines that we have, all the new ones. I started adding goo and tentacles and things with green stuff. Hoping to... my brain just went. I was going to say words, and then the words were like, meh. You don't need to do that. Gonna drink some water in a second. I've been trying to stay super hydrated to see if it helps me with my migraines and my just everyday pains that I have. Hoping it works. I don't think we need any of these. What do people do with all their extra Warhammer pieces? I've got like 1,000,000 of them, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing with them. This is such a weird board wipe. I do like it. Just because it's weird. You can use it to not kill everybody's creatures on purpose. Make deals with people. Be like, I'll choose this number and keep your stuff alive. Or I'll just pick 10 and kill everything. Which is great. Sometimes I need, especially when I'm arch enemy a lot of the time. Like, I have the issue that I'm like not gonna start a fight with one person. I'm gonna start a fight with every person, and then try to stay alive for fun. Like, that's a really cool. Was this in the commander decks? As you can plot that out as a 4/5 with lifelink. I mean, it's easy to have that many lands, especially in Yuma. I wonder if Tom uses this. I wonder if it's in the normal. You have to find out. Foil. It doesn't say. It just says Outlaws of Thunder Junction, so I think it is not from the commander. I'll have to suggest that. See what he thinks about it. He loves his Yuma deck. Yuma is really cool. It plays really well. It comes back from the dead really fast. Right at dawn, I could use legendary creatures. I cast have Convoke. Cypress Hill. I used to listen to a lot. Pariah. That's interesting. I've never seen that art. There's so much art out there now, which is kind of cool because I'm like, oh, I've never seen this one, or I've never seen this one. So I get to see new art, which is cool. Just because there's so much that I miss. Which I guess that kind of sucks. Let's see here. We got a lot. I like to think we got a lot of cards added. Tiny one, I love that you're just sitting here listening to everything I'm saying. She's such a silly little girl. She's one of my favorite cats. I love you. She, sweetest fucking little cat. Like, Heather's aunt is really bad about animals and just had cats running around, so she had these kittens, and Tiny one was there. She used to sneak into the house, and she was just wanted to rub on everybody and wanted to love on everybody, and then she would take care of the other kittens outside, and clean them and cuddle with them, and she's like, if you don't take her, she's gonna die here. I'm like, well, that's great. I was already taking Ralphie. He was a three-legged cat that they just chopped his leg off because his leg was dead and necrotic when he was born because it was wrapped around with that belly button or the umbilical cord. So, poor little guy lost his leg. And then he wasn't going to survive. I was like, I can't let him die. I'll know about it, and I'll feel terrible about it, so I was like, okay, we'll take him. And then I had to call because we forgot something when we drove away with Ralphie. And she's like, will you take Tiny one with, or she was Opal at the time, will you take Tiny one with you? And we were just like, okay. It's like it's better to have two at the same time, kitten-wise and puppy-wise and stuff. And it keeps them occupied, so they're not as destructive. I mean, I've raised so many cats at this point. Like, I know my cat shit. Nobody got cat shit like I got. Cat shit. I've never heard this song before. This must have been my Aftermath box. Aftermath had a lot of good cards in it. I don't... As complaining as we are about things, I mean, the way that the packs were set up and they were trying to sell us 5 cards for the same price as 15 cards. So that was a bad idea. But they could have fixed the idea. I don't know. Assassin's Creed, I really didn't mind. I love Assassin's Creed, though. I would have just been like, whatever. This annoys me, but I love Assassin's Creed. I can't imagine the amount of I don't know how many hours I've played Assassin's Creed. I should go back and look at every game and see what my time is on them. Probably stupid. Like, I know Shadows, I'm somewhere 60 hours, somewhere on there. Where did I find 60 hours to play? It's because I don't sleep. Imagine if I slept, I would probably not accomplish nearly as much stuff as I do. We're almost done with another stack. I'm pretty excited about that. Unfortunately, Tiny One is on the box, so she's going to be upset if I move her. I'm not going to be able to get more cards. Am I spelling victimize wrong? Oh, I think I am. I think I put the numbers in the wrong place. I gotta talk to Samir today. I need to send a message to Misha. So I need to ask her a question. I met a new best friend, and she added me to she added her contact information in my phone because she doesn't use social media. She's like, oh, we're best friends now. She's like, well, we can talk. We stay in touch. And then she gave me my phone back. I was at the costume contest, and I don't know if I didn't save it. So now I don't have her information, and I want to be her friend. People don't always want to be my friend, so I'm like, oh, I'm very good to my friends. Like, I'm just thankful if I have them. Yeah. I was talking to Samir, and I told them we need to have a Assassin's Creed secret lair that has Nawe and Yasuke, so that we have all of the assassins. And I was like, we can wait for Assassin's Creed Hex to come out, and we can put those assassins in there too. That way you'd only have to have one Assassin's Creed secret lair. And I was like, if you don't put the assassins from Hex in there, you can always just put weapons that Yasuke, and so like have the Naginta, or have the Manariki chain? I can't remember what they're called in Japan. It's a swingy chain with a blade. Which is just freaking awesome. That's the thing, is, like in Assassin's Creed Shadows, they brought back all the cool kills. Like, I feel like the Syndicate was like the last one where they had like the fancy kills, and like I really liked them in Assassin's Creed 3 with Connor. I can't pronounce his actual name. I don't want to butcher it. Mold Drifter. I want more Assassin's Creed, Abby. I'm trying. I talk to Wizards employees. I give my opinions on things. I'm trying to get more Warhammer decks currently as well. And there are a couple of Wizards people who want more more Warhammer Commander decks, so I'll just keep throwing it out there. We were discussing how to make a new Warhammer set. We'd have 4 new Commander decks for the other army factions, like the main ones. And then I would love a full base set. Like, I feel like Warhammer has more than enough stuff to make a full set. Like, I could make a 400, 500 card set. Which, nobody wants a 400 or 500 card set. Or maybe they do, I don't know. So, I am I just want another Warhammer set. I would love to make Universe Beyond sets because I I live this stuff. Like all these sets and games and movies and stuff. I like grew up on all this stuff. I'll have to look at her. Layla, she seems good. Like she's good in the 99. Let me her exact wording. Boop. Yeah. Like every time I've ever cast her, like in my decks that use assassins, she always overperforms. The first strike definitely helps. The fact that it lets you trigger things with your assassins. I think what you want to do is have like artifacts that you can sacrifice and bring back. That way you can just keep bringing things back with your assassins. So basically use things like the well springs, and so you can draw cards and then return it back to your hand and recast it again. Because I think you get it. And you get a draw a card when it comes into play, and you draw a card when it leaves play. And then you could just respawn it back over. Hey, Arizona Angels, what's happening? We're sitting here talking about the Assassin's Creed assassins. Well, I add cards to my list. Yeah, I think that would be how you do it, Savvy. Is just have artifacts that you can gain advantages by sacrificing them and returning them, or even like artifact creatures that you can just use as bodies to throw at people and then bring those back. Because you could also return artifact creatures because it's any historic spells. Sagas would also be a good thing because sagas die off and go into your graveyard. So you could attack with assassins and bring back stories, basically. Yeah, like basically anything, like food. There's a couple of foods that go into the graveyard that you could bring back. Yeah, sagas. My favorite Assassin's Creed assassin. Let me think. It's the one. I forgot what his name is. It's from the Origins. Bayek, I think. I feel like it's Bayek. Let me see here. Me and my vault of information. Yeah. No, it's not Bayek. That is awesome art, though, for Bayek. I don't have that one. That's some sweet-ass art. The Assassin's Creed ones, I finally got Kenway, and I got the fancy one. Actually, Kenway, yeah, there we go. I was gonna say the one that I spent a whole bunch of money on, so I could have it for my pirate deck. Like, I'm very excited about that we're getting another Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's one of my favorite. I think I already cut these off. Maybe I did off of this one. I've been slowly building things on here. Yeah, the DNA art. Ugh. The DNA art I love so much. Like, ugh. There was a lot of things about the Assassin's Creed set I like. It was very flavorful, and now people are like, "Oh, these have a bunch of awesome cards in it." I'm like, "Yes, you were all feisty about it, and now you're like, oh, this is awesome." That happens so much in the Magic community. Everybody gets angry about something like Baldur's Gate, and nobody buys Baldur's Gate cards, and then like 2 years later, everybody's like, "Ah, Baldur's Gate, we should have bought cards." Ah. Yeah, I did find. I wonder if I put that in my pirate deck. I know I got it at a Magic Con. Like I traded a bunch of cards in, and then I was like, you know what? I'm getting myself a Kenway. God dang it! That was like one of the only assassins I didn't get. I'm still trying to find an Ezio, the 5-color Ezio, because I just want to build an all assassins deck with every Assassin's Creed assassin. in it. Just because that's what I usually do. Like I did that with the Transformers too. I was like, I'm putting them all in here. But like the Assassin's Creed memory frames are one of my favorites. I mean, it's very flavorful for the game. I know some people are like, I don't like the look of this, but like, do you play Assassin's Creed? Like that's what they look like, and that's cool. Yeah, my Cassandra deck. Ugh. I was gonna say, there's so many. Like, I spent so many hours in all those games that like I have memories of all of them, and like I love Cassandra and Odyssey and Shadows. Ugh. Like I love Japanese culture. I grew up there. I miss it. Like anime and manga and that kind of stuff. I had an early bringing into those things. So they kind of were part of my childhood. I've played almost. The only one I haven't played is Rogue, and I have it. I just haven't gotten to it. And Mirage, I haven't finished. And Mirage just had new stuff that just came out. Shadows is so good. Sometimes I just sit there and walk around in the cherry blossoms and things, and I'm just like, this is beautiful. And then I get attacked by a rodent because I'm not paying attention. I was like, ah, I'm dead. I'm so dumb that I have to play every game on the hardest setting. So, like, get hit like twice and I'm dead with no way. I'm like, we were talking before that we were at MagicCon. I was talking with Samir, and we were discussing a secret lair that has Nawe and Yasuke, so that we can have the rest of our assassins. But then Assassin's Creed Hex is coming out too, so I was like, well, they could just have two Assassin's Creed secret lairs, or they could just combine those two together, and I would be happy. I don't like not having a complete set of assassins. I thought maybe Shadows would get a secret lair when it came out, because it came out about the time the Assassin's Creed set came out. Well, it was a couple months before I think the set came out. But like Shadows, I've been really enjoying. That's usually what I'm doing. I'm very excited for Hex. I'm hoping we're witches. I know it's during like the witch hunts and stuff, so I'm hoping I get to be a witch or a witch. Yeah, Hex I'm very excited about. Ugh. I try to stay away from any like information for things. I used to be like on top of sets. I was like, "Ooh, this is coming out. I need to know all the information about it before it comes out." And now I'm at a point where I'm like, I want to be surprised. Like Shadows, I went into basically blind, and I don't know. Shadows, I just enjoy all the Assassin's Creed games, like the open world ones. I know a lot of people don't like the length of the game, but like I enjoy the length of the game. I'm like, I don't want it to end. So, okay, cool. It's just never going to end. Excellent. Good job. Uh, we will eventually finish these. This tank is almost finished. Yeah, Assassin. I really enjoyed the multiplayer on Assassin's Creed as well. I used to play that a lot. It was kind of like uh, that silly little game with the spaceships, and you got Among Us. It was very much kind of like that, trying to find who's hiding in the crowd or who's trying to gotta hunt down the other assassins, and they're trying, and somebody else is trying to hunt you down. Like it's very stressful. I love it. I don't know why I love it. I was playing uh, Silent Hill earlier this week. I'll probably continue playing it on at nighttime because That's what I do. I'm like, how can I stress myself out? I'm gonna play Silent Hill at night. Excellent. I would love to see a Resident Evil set at some point. I could make a really cool Resident Evil set and make it work. Be a lot of horrors. There'd be assassins. Have lots of zombies, obviously. I mean, I could make a full set using all of the Resident Evils. Oh, there would be so many cool monsters. Ugh. I want a Resident Evil set now. Hey, wizards. I know you're not listening to me, but if you are, we would like a Resident Evil set, please, and thank you. There's a lot of Capcom. I was hoping, like, we got the Street Fighter sets, so I was just assumed we would get more Capcom stuff at some point. Mega Man? Ugh, Syndicate is so great. I don't think I finished that either. I hate it when I get, there's so many good games coming out this month. I'm like, it's like Battlefield comes out next week. That's my first person shooter. Like, I used to play Battlefield a lot with friends. Like, it's fun to have like a group of friends that you know and then you go and play. Like, that's why I'm always like, if anybody wants to play Space Marine or something, I'm on here. Okay, there we go. I'll let this glue. I keep doing piece by piece and hoping they stay. I really enjoyed. I think part 3 I really loved. And Black Flag is one of my favorites. Like, Black Flag was good times. Like, just sailing around in my boat, being a pirate. I was so excited for their pirate game. I played the beta, but I didn't play after that. At some point, maybe I will. Hey, it's Avison. She in a big fancy case. What is... The order of my cards is insane. No, it's not weird. My first crush was Rogue from the X-Men cartoons. Babs Bunny. I've had so many crushes on fictional characters. Like Cassandra. Cassandra is my... Yeah, Evian. I love British accents or UK accents. It's one of my weaknesses. Uh, Tom, I know, has a huge crush on Eivor. He gets all sorts of excited about Eivor. That's like Cassandra was like my first deck that I built because I was like, oh yeah, Cassandra. Cassandra could be my Tommy mommy. uh, I understand. I, uh, Magica Dispel from DuckTales. I was just sitting here, all my weird crushes. That's the thing. As people, a lot of times we hide things, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, it makes us who we are. We need to go back to Cal time. Ugh. Yeah, I've definitely had crushes on video game characters, especially ones that you spend a lot of time with, like story-wise. Maybe this is just this time spent. Did I put... Why is Sinister Concierge over here? I love Sinister Concierge. I just don't know why it's over here. We did. It's 9 different realms. Like, That's one of the things I don't like is that when we go back to worlds, a lot of times we don't explore the rest of the world. Like, hey, Heffa, what's going on? We're adding cards, building models, talking about crushes on fictional characters. I had a crush on Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII. How you doing this week? I know it just started. I keep forgetting it's like Monday. Like I was like, I don't have anything to do today, so I'm gonna add cards. Jill is really cool. There's still a whole bunch of decks I haven't gotten to build. Assassin's Creed, I haven't finished building all the decks I wanted to build. So I'm just like, when am I ever gonna get to do this? Of course, I need to find that Ezio at some point. I tried to find one at Magic Con, but I only had like an hour before the con closed to actually look around at stuff, so. Craven is sexy. I'm reading Spider-Man versus Predator right now, and Craven is hunting the Predator. I love comic books. I love nerdy stuff. Jill is pretty cool. Like, I feel like you could do interesting things with her. She's really cool in Final Fantasy 16 too. Water Crystal is foil. If anybody sees any cards they need, let me know. I'm just. Some of them are going in decks, but like for the most part, goes into my. I need to build things at some point. I might need these cards. Oh, Nexus of Fate. I hate extra turns. You should build Jill. That way I don't have to. I built so many Final Fantasy decks. And I'm just like, yep, okay, we're done here. Let's just stop. Bring back the future sight border. Ugh. Such a weird card. Whenever a forest opponent controls becomes tapped, you gain 1 life. You know what's really cool? Yavimaya. You put Yavimaya out so everybody's lands are forests. So whenever they can tap for mana, you're just gaining life. Okay, I'm doing that. That's stupid. 35-cent common. Prepare to cause problems. Is that another Nexus of Fate? See, this is why I need to put things in order. Dome. I don't need 2 Nexus of Fates. I don't even need 1 Nexus of Fates. What are we listening to? I'm loving this. You are creepy, Chelsea Wolf. I love weird, haunting music. That's what I need is like theme music. I do have. I gotta add my. When I had to change my hard drive over, my hard drive had died. When I hooked OBS back up, I couldn't remember how to do some of the stuff, and I was like, I don't want to do this right now, so I just didn't. And I need to actually do that. Don't want to though. Some of the artwork on the full art, like when they use the Final Fantasy art from the games and stuff, is really cool. Like Endwalker is really cool. Like this looks beautiful, and in foil, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, but some of them are just awful. I'm just like, why did you choose to do this layout like this? Did you hate yourself? Why did you do this? It's like, this is hurting my eyeballs. I was like, why wouldn't you just move this over and like shrink this down? I don't know. Sometimes I am confused by the decision-making processes of things. I just want to walk around Wizards, and I'll just go from meeting to meeting, and I'll tell them when things are good ideas and bad ideas. I feel like they need to interact more with the community to know what's going on and how we feel and how we play. Like, Doing research into it and doing like polls and things helps, but like not really. I feel like having creators who interact with fans and things on a daily basis would be good to have that bridge in between. I don't know. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I just want to work for Wizards. uh, my only job skills are magic. Anything else, you're screwed. This is a weird card. Okay, let me. It's really weird. Apocalypse was the only other time that this was printed. You can pay 1, choose a creature type other than wall, and target creature becomes that type until end of turn. Part of me wants to do something with that. I don't know what, but something stupid. I am gonna stand up for my break real quick and then go grab a water. Or more water. That way, we can continue talking. I do enjoy chatting with you all, so thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have been adding cards to this list for what feels like months. I just need a magic party. We all sit here with my Moxfield and we just all add cards. I don't know if we can all be on my Moxfield at the same time, but... And then we put my collection in order. We have pizza. We can go down to the Lake Erie and look at Canada and be like, hey, Canada, we miss you. Yeah. Yes. Like, I like to be. Like, I want friendships with you all. I don't. Like, I'm not here to. Like, it's weird because, like, part of me is. Well, you guys can't hear me right now. I'll be back. I'll be back. Banner, come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come on. No, some of my babies are very just nice and they don't knock things over. This guy, he's like, I'm gonna call your stuff. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. No, you stop doing the things you are doing. You are out of control, sir. I love you, though. I think you're pretty great. I think you're pretty great. Yeah. I'm sitting here, I'm like, I really should do something today. You know, I don't really want to do anything today. Like, do I have to? How does this go on here, Banner? What did you do? Oh, God darn it. Okay, this one goes here. Oh, Slipknot. One of my favorite bands. I love it's Banner. He was following me around to go get my water jug. You say hi to Abby? Yeah. You're so handsome. You're such a handsome boy. He's my baby. He's got he has to take this steroid every day because he's got this mouth ulcer that comes back, and it's not cancerous or anything, but it hurts him really bad, so he has to eat special food. But I have a lot of cats, and my cats all want to eat the special foods, so Banner usually has to go in his cage to eat his food so that the other ones leave him alone. Yeah. You're such a handsome boy, though. You cost me $70 a week in steroids. I love it. It's so wonderful. But I don't want you to hurt, so. He was a street cat. He has a sad story. He ended up trapped under my friend's... Don't hit me in the face, dude. I see you. He's like, pay attention to me. I was gonna say, yeah, it's like you should know your mods and know your like you've been with us like for since forever. It feels like me and Tom see you all the time. You chat with us, like you get to know people. The interesting, like let me bring Sierra up. I gotta see what her exact wording is. Oh, that's... I have two Displacer kittens? That's silly. Let me, Sierra. Burp. I actually don't have a full art version of her for my deck. The Nuka Challenge. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a put quest counter on Sierra. And create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice a food, target creature you control gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of quest counters. I will say that... what deck was I using? I had a food deck. It was one of the Hobbit cards, because there's a whole bunch of cards in the Hobbit set that make food. That is a... it's similar to her second ability. I want to say it's a frying pan of some sort. And it always does a lot of work. Like, its ability is a quick creature, whenever you gain life, you get +X until end of turn. But it creates more food. And then you sacrifice the food, and then it makes the weapon get bigger. But you could use this to trigger Sierra. Oops, boop. Make sure not to add them to my list. Because then you're sacrificing food, putting quest counters on it. I mean, it's just a weapon to kill people. And the Overseer, she has a weird ability too. I kind of would build the Overseer. I did really enjoy the online game, but I didn't get to play Overseer Vault. That's 76. Yeah, whenever her or another creature power 3 or greater or less enters the battlefield under your control, put a quest counter. You know, I would definitely put them both in the same deck. One in the 99. And then you could just use it, build it with both of them as the commander, not as partners, but so that you can switch them out just to make the deck play differently. Almost like having a mod commander deck where you can switch out cards. They both have very similar abilities that work together, so I imagine you could use her ability where you're using creatures of power 3 or less to put quest counters, but also have a food mechanic or a lot of food cards to work with. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you move 3 quest counters from among permanents you control. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's really powerful too. Like if you're using food to gain life, and then putting quest counters, I would use creatures that have power 3 or less and that create food tokens, so you can bring them back. Almost use a recursion theme. Yeah. Oh, you have the ice. Yeah, I do too. I'm building the waffle restaurant. This is stupid. You need a Nexus of Fate? Heffa, nobody needs extra turns. You get 1 turn. No more turns. Sorry, I missed some of the things where I was gone. Damn extra turns. If I find another Nexus of Fate, I'll send you one. I probably actually put it back in Yuriko. I think I had one of them in there. My Yuriko deck I just started rebuilding, so at some point I'll finish it. Fade Away. Fade Away is another weird card that I've never... Oops, I'm typing it into the wrong thing. Boop. Oh yeah, we don't have this. Boop. Let's not add you. I don't know, Fade Away is a weird card. I've used it before, just to be a problem. I'm like, it's not my fault you have to sacrifice all your permanents. I mean, it is my fault, but don't have so many permanents. Oh, is that where Banner knocked this? I was like, where did this other gun go? We got attacked by Banner and everything went crazy. I wonder if there are other creatures that make quest counters. I'll have to check it out. I don't remember if there are creatures in a different set that does. I'm thinking Sierra and using the Overseer in the 99 as a win con. Because you can build up the quest counters on Sierra and then pop out the commander, take off all those tokens, even if you just take them off and give all your creatures +1/+1 and vigilance. Sometimes that's all you need to win. But I would use the Overseer as just another threat piece too, like to keep Sierra safe. Or they have to make the decision whether or not to destroy Sierra or destroy the Overseer, and hopefully they destroy the one that you don't want. But I think they both need to be in the deck. So Sierra is my vote. Plus she has really cool art. And the Fuller one is really, really cool. Like, I think we finally finished another Plague Marine. I think we did it. Like, how long can I make this last? Yeah, I think Sierra would be fun. And a lot of times, sometimes I'm just like, I like the art of this. This is the commander. Sometimes that's how you make the decisions. But I think she would be the best one out of the two of them. She was one that I was looking at. Like, I built so many Fallout decks that I just never got around to it. This pile has gotten too big. We added a lot of cards today. I'm happy about that. I've never seen this counter spell before. I mean, I've probably seen it because I opened it, but I don't remember it. I am very excited about Tron. I don't even care if it's good. I just want to listen to Nine Inch Nails. Not even just Trent Reznor. Nine Inch Nails. Which is so weird to me. Disney and Nine Inch Nails. I'm like, what's happening? I'll have to see if I have an extra copy. Because I know I have the copy that's in the pre-con. But I might have gotten one out of a pack, but it's been a little while since I opened those packs. I have a lot of weird cards. This is a weird card. Annex. You control enchanted land. Sorry, I'm just gonna take your land. You don't need this. It's the American way. I think I'm funny. It's not funny, though. Yeah, I opened some Fallout packs, but I didn't get a lot of them. I think I might have bought a box when it came out, and then I never found any more after that. And then they were such ridiculous prices. They're like $900 a box now. I'm like, that's stupid. Who's buying this for $900? Nobody. Like, quit trying to sell things for so much money. Like, Magic is already bad enough in some ways, money-wise, trying to play. Like, trying to keep up with things. I've never played against a Jordan God of Winter deck. I really want to go back to Kaldheim. I know we've already discussed this, but I'll probably discuss it every time I am on the internet. Kaldring the Rimstaff. Or Rhymestaff, I guess. It's a legendary snow artifact. You may play target snow permanent card from your graveyard this turn. If you do, it enters the battlefield tapped. I wish his colors were in Isu's colors. It makes me mad that I can't have the snow god in my Isu deck. And I don't want to build another snow deck. I don't need another snow deck in my life. Or maybe I do. I don't know. I don't think I can make it different. It would have to have some kind of restriction. I mean, it's automatically going to synergize well, because even my crappy snow cards I put in my deck are really good together. That's the thing, is, like, synergy can change what bracket something is in. Like, the bracket system doesn't work properly. There's too many factors. And it all comes down to intention, I please. It's. I one time went into my shop and I was like, do you have a copy of Green Sleeves? And they were like, what? I was like, Green Sleeves. It's a magic card. They're like, that's not a magic card. I was like, yes, it is. It was one of the set cards that was when they were doing like 8 cards that were like set booster only cards, and nobody knew what they were. I don't know if there's just not a lot of copies that opened. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, Tifa. Tifa I had a crush on, too. I like my muscle mommies, strong ladies. I like this art. Other permanents you control just make mana. You can do some silly stuff with that. Oh, this is the Blood for the Blood God song. Actually, what are the lyrics to this? I want to hear. I want to see the song lyrics. It's like, no, you can't see the song lyrics. Okay. You don't want me to. You're so mean to me. Man, there's some terrible new music out here in the world. As I say, you're listening to this crazy techno industrial song. Everybody has different tastes, though. I don't know. Certain musics don't mesh well with my brain. Like, I don't like the beats or something. It just throws it off for me. I don't know. You know, as much as this art is just like pixel art, I really like it. I wish they would do. I would love some magic pixel art. Oh, this was foil. God dang it. Is that just a traveling chocobo? Why is it just a traveling chocobo sitting in here? What the hell? God damn it, me. Honestly. I think what happened is I traded for a traveling chocobo for my chocobo deck, and then I opened one out of a pack. I was like, oh. I love this art. This might be my favorite art from the Final Fantasy set. It makes me happy. I love the colors. Oh, jeez. I guess I better put that over there. I haven't heard this in a long time. Oops. 392. Boop. Foil. Boop. At some point, I should probably get up and actually do some cleaning. And I'm like, but I want to do this. It's like we're finishing things. We're getting stuff done. I got 2 Plague Marines done. Pretty excited about that. Should I have all of them done? Yes, I should have all of them done by now. I was going to have them all done today. Is that the surge foil? Boop. 344. Boop. Torgal. He is a fine hound. Some public enemy. Most of the Final Fantasy stuff I just kept together. I was like, well, I don't know if these people need these. I don't. Mando Mandalorian? Come on. It's Mando. Hey, Mando Mandalorian. How are you today? I saw you sleeping. How's your string going? He's got this string that he's really obsessed with right now. It's hanging from the ceiling, and he just keeps attacking it. Bye, Mando. Where's Mando? We got a visit from the mayor. I love that little guy. I love him so much. I cannot explain how much yes, how much I love you. You're so cute. You know, what are you doing down here? You want to show Sabby that you're over here being cute? Yeah. Just rolling around. You're so soft. He's the softest of all my cats. He is so wonderful. I think I'm going to put all the crystals from Final Fantasy in my avatar decks. Just because it makes kind of sense. What are you doing down there? You're so soft. He's just crisscrossing. He is my little man. He loves me way too much. Yeah, you're so handsome. You're just down there rolling around for me. You're like, pay attention to me, please. You're so handsome. Yeah. I love my cats a lot, if you can't tell. They're my children. Yeah. I would do anything for you. You guys are actually the reason why I am still stuck in this country. Because I need to figure out how I'm taking you with me. Because I cannot live without my cats. I would not be able to do that. I don't like the whole entire idea of having to leave. Shouldn't have to leave. Anyway. Real life every once in a while, slipping into things, right? But you know what? I'm real about things. Like, I don't want to lie to you guys and be like, I'm happy all the time. Everything's great. Woohoo! Like, that's just not me. I know. I don't know how many cats I can have. Are there rules? I imagine certain places. Like, I feel like Canada would take us in at this point in time with everything going on. Like, oops, I put the wrong gun on the wrong thing. Ay, me. I am terrible at gluing things. Then I gotta figure out how to bring Tom with me. I don't want Tom to be stuck in the middle of some kind of civil war. like, like I would prefer that not happen at all. But unfortunately, my probability machine, my brain, has been right about everything that happens, and then everything that happens, I pay attention to way too much stuff. An insane amount of information. I like to know what's going on in the world. And if you watch everything that happens in the world, you can eventually just figure out how it works and what's going to happen next. What terrible things people are going to do. Oh man, I definitely did not glue this tank properly. I'm like looking at like seams. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to fix this. I think what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna add like ooze to the guns. Okay, just glue. Just don't touch it. Don't break it. Let's just say I have more cats than any human being should have. No, not that many. Let's just say I have enough love for the amount of cats that I have. That could be any number. Like if cats suddenly became like super smart and decided to take over the world, my cats would rule this house. At some point, I cut off an extra head, or somebody lost their head. One of those two things happened. I've got these cool capes. I wonder if they will. Oh my gosh, why am I having so much trouble with this glue? I've been doing nothing but complaining about glue for hours now. Can I make this hang from him somewhere? Just to make it different? Well, I could do that. Just glue it there so it hangs from his tunic. Why did I just put that in my mouth? No clue. I think I was trying to cut off a piece that was sticking off. Apparently, it's been a couple hours, right? I've been sniffing this glue. This model glue is crazy. How do I get all my magic cards and my Warhammer guys to Canada as well? Is my other problem. Like, I'll sell the rest of my collectibles. No, I bought this glue over at Games Workshop, and this is the glue that I usually use for the models, so it's kind of annoying. Like, I don't understand why it's not gluing. Or maybe I'm just not holding it long enough. I do get pretty bored waiting for it to glue. Can I just hook this on? I don't care. Use my green stuff to finish. I love green stuff. It's this weird sculpting clay for models, but it's what I used to use to glue things back in the day. Or not glue thing. Oh, well, sometimes, yeah, I would use it as glue. But, like, green stuff hardens after, like, 15 minutes and becomes solid. So I use it for, like, bases and stuff. Like, I'm doing, like, tentacles and ooze and stuff on the bases just because it adds, like, it adds details and makes them different than other people's models. So it's one of the things I like to do. I used to, like, I had this one tank that had this big tentacle monster coming out of it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not, like, I looked because I still have the old bottle. I was like, this is the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. They didn't change anything. It's all the same ounces, just the same. I mean, this one is older. Is there still glue in it? I wonder if I can dump the rest of this glue in here. My streams have, when I'm just hanging out, are just weird. This is what was gonna happen even if I wasn't. It's like 83 degrees outside right now. Effing getting hot in here. Like, what happened? Where's my fall at? Give me my fall back. I will say I had to drive to Erie yesterday, Pennsylvania, so it's like 45 minutes out, and uh, the leaves are changing, and it's beautiful. Like, I don't like going outside. I don't enjoy doing any outside things that exist. I like just being in my house, playing games, making models. But I do enjoy going outside and seeing the trees changing color. And some of my purple flowers that I really love that we have around here, they're still out too for some reason. And with the reds and the oranges and stuff, it was very, very pretty. I was very happy with. I mean, my drive was long because people kept not going the speed limit, which annoys me. I just want to go the speed limit. Like, I don't want to speed. Just the speed limit, please. But this art is really cool. I mean, I would never use this for anything, I don't think, but the future sight artwork is really cool. The beginning of your upkeep, target non-wall creature an opponent control gains forest walk. I mean, Yavamaya. I've definitely used Yavamaya as a weapon in my cat deck, because I have a whole bunch of cats with forest walk, and usually, like, the green player is like, forest walk, I hate this. But I'll just wait and wait and wait with Yavamaya in my hand, and then put it out, and then just basically kill everybody. Makes all my creatures suddenly unblockable. Mobilize, you are pretty cool. It's got Rebecca Gay art too. Ugh, Rebecca Gay. I've seen you at MagicCon twice now, and both times I had no time to come and visit you and tell you how wonderful your art is. They are very politically fighting to and fighting for everybody and not caring, doing what needs to be done, saying what needs to be said. So, Rebecca Gay, mad props to you. I appreciate you. Because you don't have to do that. And That's why you see so many Magic content creators and stuff. We don't want to hurt our brand or make half of everybody angry, so nobody wants to say anything about what's going on. But we have to. Otherwise, we can't protect those that need to be protected. Sorry. Mary's Gill! Guile! Yay! That's a fantastic card. I love the artwork too. I think I'm going to put this in my cat deck too. Yeah. We'll put it in my cat deck. I have another cat deck that I was building, but I want to get Shaggy Sheets. Shaggy Sheets. Those are fun. That's fun to say. Shaggy Sheets. I love Shaggy. He is a fancy little man. One of my favorite little guys. He's just so silly. Most of the time, like, he just lays under here. Like, if I'm just building models and standing up over here, or painting, usually I'm standing up when I'm painting. Like, sitting hurts me. So, most of the time I have to switch back and forth between doing sitting and standing, and I always hate it because it always looks like I'm pacing around people and stuff at cons, but I'm just trying to make sure that everything, my skeleton doesn't get too stiff, because otherwise it's a lot of pain. So I always feel weird. I'm like, I'm not moving around, walking around you on purpose or being creepy. I'm just hurting. Don't mind me. Man, I hope we get a whole bunch of scarecrows. I'm very excited about Lorwyn. Big fan of scarecrows. I've been wanting... Like, the Reaper King has deserved a freaking new card and more scarecrows. Get it on it, Wizards. I know you already got on it. I appreciate it. I imagine there's scarecrows, and I imagine we'll get another Reaper King. Because why not? Or at least a reprint of the Reaper King. I think scarecrows should do things with negative counters. That should be like their brand. That's the thing, is making each kindred group unique without merging them into other creature types, like humans, elves, vampires. They all do the things. Okay, I'll stop talking for a little bit. Thank you, Abby. I imagine we're getting more changelings. I don't know if we'll get a lot of changelings. Because changelings kind of merge kindred groups together, which can be a problem. Black Market Connections. Oh, what is that artwork for Black Market Connections? Interesting. That's because this is wrong card. You're like, none of these are the right cards. It's because you're not looking at the right card. I need to go put all my clothes away. Like, we did a whole bunch of laundry, and then I came back from the con, and I had brought extra clothes that I didn't wear, and then I was like, oh, I guess I should probably take care of this. I had a dress that I had brought for the party. Ugh. Okay, stop talking and you guys can't hear me anyway. Grave Titan, you're so good. This is a mess. I feel like I'm using a lot more glue too. Did I do this wrong? Oh, I know what I did. Or did I not do that? Are these supposed to be upside down? Gonna punch me. Which means this needs to be on this other one, which, oh my god, what did we do? So that needs to be on that other one like that, and these actually don't go on here. No, because this one should be on here like this. Man, I shouldn't be allowed to make models. Apparently, I don't know how to make models, Abby. We found something I'm not good at. I hate it. You go on here. I tell you, go on here, you go on here. I fight you. But preferably shoot straight. Don't shoot up into the air. I mean, you can shoot up into the air, but you shouldn't shoot up into the air. No, I was saying I came back from the con and I kinda didn't do the laundry. I just kinda threw it down and I was like, I don't care about this. I'll deal with this later. I'm just looking through. There's sprues everywhere. I hate it. Did we cut all those off? They're the only ones that existed? I use all these extra sprues to make, like, broken up terrain and stuff. It has to be on here. It has to be these. I gotta stand up for a second and get a better view of what's happening here. Did my stuff get taken by a cat? Did we get foiled by a cat? Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time that I've been catted. That is a lot of weird pieces that would be really cool on these tanks. Okay, you go over there. Why are these guns not correct? And there can only be... Well, you know, I'm dumb. I guess I could just... I think I figured out the problem. Because these ones are upside down. Okay. I figured out the problem. I'm dumb. That's the problem. That's usually the problem. What dumb thing did Amara do? Why is this not working? We'll figure it out next week on the Blunder Dome. I want to make like slime coming out of the tanks, which I will probably do. I think we finished a tank. We finished one of the tanks. We did it. Get away from me. I don't want to ever see you again. I'm done with you. You just sit over here and glue and be sad. Oh man, I got this cool from Pinfinity Vertigrid metal card, and then it's got the lantern on the other side. My Tigrid deck I don't get to play very often. But now I have a cool metal card to put on top. I like these because I can use it as my commander, or I can use it as put it on top of my deck so I remember triggers. And it's so heavy that I will remember my triggers. 9 Inch Nails' The Fragile is one of the best albums ever. Everything else is dead on the other side. In the ditch and the one you know. Keep sucking till the blood won't flow. I guess I shouldn't sing because it'll get me in trouble. I used to have a mix of songs that I would go to Walmart that I worked at for like a decade. I would just get myself all amped up and pissed off and then go to work, which was not the best idea. I hated my job. But I was so good at it. I was so good at my job that all the terrible things I did, they just were like, okay, that's just tomorrow. I'm like, no, fire me, fire me. I think that's why they never fired me, as I just wanted to be fired. I tried. Oh my god, is Baron Singier a partner? Huh. Why do I not have a partner deck with Baron Singier? I can get big really fast. And The Fragile is one of my favorite albums. It's 2 discs of just awesomeness. Kitty Men. Kitty Demon. There are a couple black cats that are in black. There is Black Cat. He is also a Black Cat. But then I should make a Black Cat Spider-Man deck that's just all black cats. All cat themed. Okay, that's what's happening. Like, there wasn't a lot of Spider-Man characters that I was super excited to build off of, which makes me sad. And everybody else is building all the same ones. I'm like, hey. Like, I want to do something different. So, you know what? Black Cat cat deck. That's what's happening. You heard it here first. I love Sivirus. What do we listen to here? This is good times. It's funny. It bounces back and forth through like rap and like industrial goth music. I'm weird. Oh my god, have you just been rolling around down here? Hi. Mando has just been laying on my feet. You're just so soft, I didn't even know. You're so wonderful. You can come back up here. Abby would love to see you. That stinks. I would get mad too. Well, if I find one, and when the post office is back up, if you can't find one, I guess I could just UPS it to you, or FedEx. Put it in a fancy envelope. Be like, like, I need you to get this to Canada, and I need you to get it there now. ASAP. I hate when I have days where I don't know what I'm doing. I do need to, actually, I sitting there thinking I gotta go. I had a video that I needed to record today. It'll only take me like 10 minutes. That's the one nice thing about just improvising all my videos. That it takes like 3 minutes to record something and then I'm done. That's an interesting enchantment. Oops, did I spell this wrong? Oh, vampire pericards. Oops, did I spell that wrong too? Oh, it needs another. It's a good sack outlet. Gain life and draw a card for 2. It's not an expensive one. You do have those options. I feel like I have at least the normal copy. I don't think I have an extra of the other one. I'll have to look. I don't even know if I got the other one because I changed out all of my extended arts into my precons. So anything I got extra copies of was either stuff from the packs or the cards from the actual deck. That's what I did with the Doctor Who decks, too. I was like, make an example is an interesting card. Each opponent separates the creatures they control into 2 piles. For each opponent, you choose one of their piles. Each opponent sacrifices the creatures in the chosen pile. Piles can be empty. It's an $11 card now. That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I want to keep doing this, but I know I got to go do other things, and I don't want to go do other things, Abby. I don't want to. I just like hanging out here and doing what I need to doing things I need to do that I want. I mean, this is things I want to do. These aren't things that need to be done. I mean, we'd be serious. So I just know that if I get off of here, I need to actually do the things I need to do instead of going and playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Which I've just been sitting here, I was like, I really would like to go play Assassin's Creed. I shouldn't just go play Assassin's Creed. Sometimes I just roam around and I love all the sights. That's how I travel. I don't need to travel the world, I just play Assassin's Creed. I'm sure they'll make a game in some city I want to go to. Mando, you are delightful down here. Mando is just laying down here, listening to everything I'm saying, just rolling around. Yeah, you're so cute. I see you. I see your cuteness, and I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you bring to this household, Mando Mandalorian. I give you... I really should go put my clothes away. We don't ever have anybody come over, so we're not usually very concerned about having our laundry out and stuff that we haven't put away. I'm like, nobody's coming over here. It's not like we're going to be embarrassed about it. Sometimes just finding... I have so many things, like household things that need to be done that I really need to go take care of the backyard and then start putting away stuff for winter time. Start winterizing things. That's another thing. Is this a foil? No. I absolutely love these movie border cards. One of my favorite things that they did. $32. Oh, we did find a lot of cards that were decently priced. my partner's been growing vegetables this year, and she is super excited about it. And the cats, I stole her carrots that she just grew. I think it might have actually been Mandalorian. I found the Terror Tigres, Lando and Mando, and they had the carrot. They were carrying it around. And Mando was just following behind. I was like, you guys, you are troublesome. I love you cats, but you are the trouble. Okay, we're going to do one more stack of cards. And, you know what, let's finish this goddamn tank as well. That way we can say we finished stuff today. Did we finish important things? No. No, honey. We finished the plague crawlers. The most important thing going on in life right now. Plague crawlers. I got 2 of them and they needed to be built. I need a rhino. Ugh, I need a couple rhinos, actually. Ugh. The Death Guard are very slow. They can take a lot of damage, but, like, they just meander across the battlefield. That would be the best way to describe their system. Oh my god, we're not even at 8 o'clock yet. Ugh. 8 a.m. it says I'm better than this. I haven't even gotten to there. I love you, Mando. You're a silly little goose. He is a silly little goose. I love him so much. One of the best cats I have. Yeah, all my cats are wonderful. What am I talking about? All my cats are cool. He just happens to be one of my ones who follows me around, though, so he gets extra love. We all have our favorite kids, right? And we moved the bedroom upstairs, and the cats are all confused. They hate it. I hate it. I have to go downstairs to use the bathroom so many times in the middle of the night that I'm just like, this is stupid. I don't want to go downstairs anymore. Make this stop. Honey, I hate this. Okay, why are these not... Why are they so wobbly? It's dumb. Just go inside here and glue. I'm done with you. I'm done fighting with you. Just get inside the tank. There we go. And then just glue. I don't care. I'm never taking you out. Well, I'll probably prime you and take you out, but... Otherwise... Okay, and let's glue this properly. So I'm not wondering what I did. Excellent. We did this correctly. We just have one more thing to glue on. We'll let this glue while we enter in these cards. And then after that, we'll go record the video that we need to record. Take the pictures we need to take. I'm gonna do it, Abby. I'm gonna do all the things I need to do today. Kinda wanna take the dog for a walk. So I can go see Canada. It's really disappointing, like, going for walks down by the lake and seeing Canada and going, it really doesn't look that far. It's like, I could just take one of these boats and fill it with cats and magic cards. Be like, I am a refugee from America. I bring forth my job skills of entertainer. This Kaikar is beautiful. He's a bird wizard. Do I have you in my Chocobo deck? Kaikar. See, I did my litters yesterday. Like our litters, we usually do every couple of days, just because they're all out in our catio, and our catio is blocked in, so like it keeps all the smell out. So we're just like, okay, we can do this every couple of days. It's a little less time consuming. I am. The cats are my master. I just do what the cats tell me. They know what they're talking about. They're professionals. Holy crap. That's an $80 card. I sold my two really expensive Surge foils. I probably should have waited, but I didn't know that they would jump crazily in price like they did. And then the other cards are worth nothing. That is Magic, though, right? It's just gambling for the most part. We eventually... Should I buy Magic packs? All the time. I love them. They make me happy to open. Of course I'm going to buy Magic packs. Like the people who tell me not to, I'm like, don't care. Should I draft packs? I should draft packs. Do I have friends to draft packs with? No. So I will not draft packs. I guess I could draft with Tom. I guess that's a possibility. Maybe one of these days we'll do a draft. I think we have packs. I have packs, I know, just laying around. Which is dumb. I probably shouldn't have opened all the Magic. Like, I didn't buy anything at the con. I just came back with a bunch of stuff. She's cool. Human Rebel Monk. 2/2 Prowess. Non-creature spells I cast cost 1 less to cast. As long as I've cast 2 or more non-creature spells this turn, she gets double strike. I feel like that's pretty freaking cool. And that goes in Narset. It goes in my monk deck. I don't know if I might have put one in there already. I'll have to find out. She's really cool. The artwork is really cool too. That's the thing is, like, the Final Fantasy doesn't seem out of place. Like, the RPGs fit perfectly with Magic and Universe Beyond. That's why I wish they would do, like, Elder Scrolls. Like, even Assassin's Creed fit. Like, I feel like the video games have more personality and have, like, the comic books one should have been great. I don't know. It just feels off, so I'm hoping Marvel Superheroes actually feels better. I should. I'm very excited about it. I know I was excited about Spider-Man, but I feel like limiting themselves to just one group of Spider-Man, or like just Spider-Man, made it so it just feels like a theme set. You're just not a lot of different kinds of creature types. They tried to put some different creature types in there, but like, yeah. I feel like Marvel Superheroes has more variety, so you can change things up. There's just too many spiders. I need to get the rest of the Sids. My Sid deck is not done, because I need all the Sids. I need 14 Sids, and they all have to be different. I keep forgetting that I'm looking for them. So if anybody gets any Sids, let me know. Hit me up. I have trades and all this stuff that I'm entering here. This artwork is really cool of Noctis. I might make rebuild my Kenrith deck. It's hard to build 5-color decks without having... I always have to have a restriction of some sort. Just because otherwise it just becomes the same as every deck. Like, I just put all the good color stuff in there, and I didn't get very much Tarkir either. That bums me out. I was really excited for these sets. But, like, our LGS just didn't get it. Like, they sold out all the cards on the pre-release and then never got another thing of cards. Like, the distributors just didn't send them enough anyway that they ordered. It's dumb. It makes me sad. I need to think of a new system. The distributors suck. And then you got distributors like, I'm not going to mention people, but that are just problems in our community. That's the thing, is the secondary market exists no matter what. Like, hope you are a weird card. At the beginning of your step, each opponent, it's a mill card gaining life. I'm like, how do I make that work? Probably some way. The Zorius Mill, I guess. I mean, they have Brutaclad, or not Brutaclad, I forgot what his name is. It was a Jumpstart card, but then he's got the Persistent Practitioners. He's like the leader of them. Destroy all creatures and enchantments. Draw a card for each permanent destroyed this way. It's an 8 mana destruction spell. I mean, you're probably getting a bunch of cards out of it. I like Mantis Rider. Mantis Rider was really good in Standard. Is there 2 Ash guys? There are 2 Eshkes. I wonder if I don't have this one in the deck. I might have to. I did not realize that she had 2 cards. She's really good. Like, that precon I'm probably gonna upgrade. Oh. Such weird music, some of the things that come up on my... I'm like, maybe I enjoy this, and I'm like, I don't know. Do I enjoy this? Man. The sagas in Dragonstorm that have the full art ones are just freaking beautiful. They make me very happy. If I didn't have to build special things on all these bases, I guess I don't have to. I can just go prime my guys and paint them, but I want to make them unique, so I do want to make the bases weird. I gotta find my sculpting knife. I know it's around here somewhere. I wasn't sure if I would like these, but in like person, they're beautiful. And like foil, ugh. How many copies of this guy do I have? Too many? I did build a all-villain deck, because I just didn't have enough to build certain Final Fantasies, so I was like, well, guess we're just gonna build a villain deck. I am all about fighting everybody's Final Fantasy decks. If anybody has Final Fantasy decks, I will play you. Don't know why that's itchy. $3.99 foil. Kaja, stupid. Sahili, you're so cute. My spine is killing me. Been trying to stand up or sit up straight this whole entire time. But, oh, freaking hell. How did this get damaged? It sucks. I don't have damaged magic cards. That bothers me. You know, and I can just go over there because it's cool. Abrupt decay. Boop. I do have to at least get off of here before and look like I was doing something before my partner gets here. Luckily, she doesn't watch any of my streams, so I can say that. She will have no clue. With my luck, she is watching. She occasionally is very rare. Even when I tell her just to put it on her phone, and if she's not using her phone, I'm like, no, she never does. It makes me sad. But I guess it's better. I really like this Wayne Reynolds art on this hostage taker, and she's taking a dinosaur hostage. I think I might put this one in my pirate deck. I have a hostage taker in there, but you know, just put her off to the side. We can just do that later. I think she's over here somewhere. I think I took her to Magicon? I didn't get to play her. Lim Duel's Vault. I remember this was not really used for anything when I was younger. It does work in Yuriko very well. It does the thing. Or at least a thing you want to do with Yuriko. This sword I don't see very often either. It's weird because Soren went back in time. I don't know. The whole entire story is a mess. Showdown at the Scalds. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me. I am just about finished with this stack. At some point, we will add all the magic cards that Amara owns so that she can build decks without having to search for hours and hours for things. That's the dream. Oh, this is Jesper. Jesper, you're my best friend. You just don't know it. I have lots of best friends that don't know that they're my best friends. Why did they make more companions? Didn't need to be in white border. We didn't need more printings of them. We didn't need more printings of them. Oh, Dragon Lair Spider, why do we have so many copies of you? And I think they're all like different printings as well. Oh, this one's the same. Okay, excellent. Kitchen Finks. Kitchen Finks used to be really used in it was a modern deck, I do believe. Oh, it's the Sublime Artificer. Like the one from War of a Spark, I do believe she was from. Boop. She's... Boop. She's... Where'd she go? Boop. It's the cutesy healer. I feel like I have an extra set of these somewhere. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like I ended up with an extra set of them. I don't know why I think that. It might be a thing. I know I have a secret layer that I got from one of the cons that I had an extra of. And I think that was that one that had the cute planeswalkers. It was either that or it was the cute creatures that were done by the same artist. Now I have to look when I'm done here. Let's see what is over there. Got a victory. breaks. You're so dumb. $277. Every once in a while, I put lands over here. Hey, Soulstone Sanctuary. I feel like I need you. Barbie! Hey, Barbie. Hey, baby girl. What's up? Oh, yeah. You're so cute. What are you doing? You want to come up here? Abby would like to see you. Yeah. Let me clear your little spot. Come here, little one. What a weird table. I got Pokemon stuff over here. Warhammer. Magic. Apparently I filled this with glue already. At some point, we're going to finish these Plague Marines this week. That's probably not going to happen. Swoosh. We did it! We built the other tank. Yay! Yay! I told myself I'd never buy vehicles again. Told myself I would never buy Warhammer vehicles again. I realized that the ads had popped up, and I was like, oh, I was about to head out here when I don't want to just leave and not say goodbye to everybody. I gotta go record some videos as much as I don't really want to. I like to do my content when I want to do my content. Like, sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to do this. But then sometimes I'm like, yeah, let's do this, and I record a bunch of stuff at the same time. The fun of being bipolar. Never know what you're getting. It's good time. It's not sometimes. I've been trying to be as happy as I possibly can. Like, with so much stuff going on, it makes it hard sometimes. So I try not to be super terrible complaining about the world. But also, there's a lot of terrible things going on, and a lot of them are affecting me, unfortunately, so I like the old border for lands, like the brown. I used to like the darker brown for artifacts. Like, is this a city of brass? What the... My collection hurts my head sometimes. I'm just like, why? Why is this just hanging out here? Why is this here? So, this is one of my favorite cards. It was basically like the first gold card. I don't even know. Boop. It was a promo. They reprinted it because they didn't do art for it. But it was only in the first Magic novel that came out. Back in like 95, I want to say. 94, 95. But you tap target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls, and they fight each other. And it's only been printed twice. It was printed for the book, and then it was printed with this, and I think this was Magic Online art. I don't know. I should definitely put this in Omo. Yeah, you can go in Omo. Like, my Omo deck is pretty pimped out. It makes me happy. I just like to see all the cool art. It's so often when I'm playing Magic and I'm just looking at my hand, it's just because I'm checking out the art. There's no thoughts going on or plan. It's just me looking at cards. Okay, we finished a good stack of cards. Pretty excited about that. We got 2 Plague Marines built, and we built 2 tanks. I mean, we got some stuff done. We still have 10 Plague Marines to build. Will we finish all 10 Plague Marines? Maybe. Could happen. I am gonna go. I'm gonna go do some stuff. Do real people things. Ugh. Why do we do that to ourselves? And where did I put the glue cap again? Why can't I not just keep track of this? I lost it earlier today, and I lost it last night too. I appreciate everybody hanging out, Abby. As always, it's always a pleasure. Um, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll probably just come on here later, and probably tomorrow. I don't know. This is what's happening. I don't have anything going on this week. So yeah, I will be back on Wednesday for the Breakfast Club for Magic Online. We'll have some free codes for you all. I don't know what our theme is this week. I'll have to check and see. And we will. And Bear is on vacation, so we will have Bobby, Christine taking their place. Which reminds me, I need to remind Bobby that Bobby is going to be joining us, just in case she forgot. But yeah, we'll be playing something. We'll figure out a theme. It'll be something silly, I'm sure. That'll be at like 10 o'clock. 10 p.m. we usually go online on Wednesdays, and usually we try to get everything running by then, but we'll see. Sometimes it works. On Thursday, yeah, I do believe it's me and Tom playing some one-on-one kitchen table magic, as we do. Hopefully I can finish this deck. I have like 2 decks that are almost done. Dead. My decks that are almost dead. Anyway, love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yours. Take care of your families. Love them. Tell them, yo, you're pretty fucking cool. Anyway, love y'all. Peace out.